Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Depending on where you are in this world, God bless you. This is Gloria White coming to you from Utah, USA. I want to apologize for not being here over the weekend, but I did celebrate the Passover. and I was at doctor's appointments all week last week and another one today. And I'm still trying to get my MRI to find out what's going on with my back. Um, I'm kind of worried and could use some prayers. If you guys can muster them up for me, that would be wonderful. Because standing up on my feet is getting to be almost impossible because of the pain. And I get this. It's a painful sensation, and it's my whole body from my waist down. And it will not always just go away when I sit back down. And so I asked my doctor about getting some physical therapy, and he said, let's just wait and see about that MRI. And he said, and I told him what I had had previous doctors tell me. So when they had sent me to see a spinal surgeon to see if he could fix my back, he wanted to examine my neck. Well, I don't let anybody touch my neck because in my late 20s I had a bad car wreck, and if you just move my neck the wrong way, pull on it or anything, I'll get the most awful headache that'll just last for days, and it's just unrelenting and it's awful. So he sent me for an MRI of my neck. The back surgeon did, and so when that came back, I went in to see him, and he told me, he said, Gloria, he said, if I were to put you on an operating table, and as long as it would take me to fix your back, and the way that your neck would have to be while you were on the table, when you woke up, you could be paralyzed. And I decided that I didn't really want to try that. I didn't want to take that chance. So I've just been dealing with my back as best I can. And now I have this wheelchair company that I've been using for a while. Took it upon themselves to change the footrest on my wheelchair to ones that are not good for my back. And I have to keep putting them up. I have electric wheelchair, and my footrest, I can raise them up. I can lay my chair back. Anyway, so when I have to raise the feet up, it pushes me back onto my tailbone. So all my weight on my spine is there, like stacked straight up and down over the top of my tailbone. And so every bump I hit, it's just jarring my spine. And I'm having a very hard time, and I'm getting pretty worried because I can hardly stand up, and I don't have much upper body strength to try to be able to move myself in and out of my wheelchair if I can't stand up. So I don't know what's going to become of me and my back, and if I'll be able to continue living alone with my little dog, or if I'm going to wind up somewhere and some kind of nursing care home or something, because I can't get out of my chair or care for myself. So if you guys could pray for me, I'd sure love it. I would most definitely love it. And I know there's some powerful prayer warriors out there that really know how to get in God's ear. uh, while praising Him and asking Him for, Him to look on me and touch me with His healing hand, or to provide for what I need so that I can get my wheelchair fixed like it should be. The other thing is that I'm supposed to be, they're trying to start the paperwork to get me a new wheelchair. Because this company that I've been using, they started sending out this new technician they hired. And every time he came out that he fixed something, he broke something else. Until now we're at the point that my wheelchair is breaking me. And it's not like I can just go without it, so I need it. But it'll be okay. I've been through worse things. It'll be all right. God doesn't give us more than we can handle, and He never leaves us or forsakes us. So I'm sure it's all going to work out just fine. So my apologies for being absent, and I'm hoping that I can get that MRI scheduled. I actually went for one last week, but the problem is that the medicine they gave me, it didn't work enough for me to be able to overcome my claustrophobia to go into that machine. So my doctor's written another order for them to do it at the hospital, where they'll just totally sedate me. I'll just be knocked out, and they can stuck me in that machine, and I won't know anything about it, because I'm not going in there if I know anything about it. Let's just put it like that, okay? I'm like, I gotta get out. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you a funny story before I let you go. One time I went to go have an MRI done, and the lady put me in the machine, and she says, now if you need to get out, you just let me know and I'll come get you out. I said, okay. So she got me in there part of the way, and she walked away. I don't know how far away she got, and I said, I gotta get out. And she says, okay, like, I'll be there in a little while or something. Anyway, I started scooting out of that machine, and I sat up, and when I sat up, I swung my feet over the side of the table with such force that it flipped me off of the table. I went flying through the air, and I hit the door frame with my head, and then went down on the floor with a plop. Oh my goodness, and I started crying. She says, boy, you can sure move fast. Yes, I did. But it wasn't for my back at that time. It was for when I had the West Nile virus, and they were going to do a scan of my brain. Anyway, I got out of that machine so fast. And anyway, I couldn't stay in the machine. The lady tried to put me in there. And it's the most horrible feeling, if you have claustrophobia, to be in a small space. And what I usually do is I just close my eyes like this, and I put my hands right here like this, and I don't even open my eyes until I can, get done and get out. But I had on this shirt, and I think the shirt was too tight, and it felt like it was, holding me or pressing on me or something. Anyway, in my mind, I could see dirt, like being in the ground, and dirt, above me, and it was starting to cave in on me. That's what was going on in my mind. Anyway, I had to get out of there. So they'll have to sedate me. So I'm waiting for them to call me for that. So hopefully I'll be able to get out there to the hospital and get that done and find out what's going on with my back. And hopefully something can be done to help me, because I need help. And you guys, I know you're so good about praying for people when they need prayers. So if you could pray for me, that'd be wonderful. I love you, as always.